Alrighty, traders. Happy Easter to everybody. Today, guys, I want to give you my short-term and also a bit more of a longer-term targets on the good old gold market. Plus, we'll also be looking at silver as well too, because I know so many people are interested in the gold market, right? It's been a phenomenal trade for me. Anyway, so that's what I want to share with you today, guys. And I want to show you from a technical point of view, my short-term targets, fundamental point of view of where I believe gold is going to go over the next 10 years. And again, and obviously this year as well too. So let's get straight into it, guys. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty. So let's get into today's trading. And let's actually do this here. Is this all good? Aha, there we go. Cool. Alrighty, so this is what I want to do right now, and hope you guys can hear me okay. So let's actually get into the gold chart. So I want to use this here. So for short-term technical analysis, this is something I've been sharing with my clients as well too. Look at gold, right? Look at gold powering up. Oh, I tell you right now, guys, I'm telling you right now, before I actually get into where I believe it's going to go, for you guys that have been following me now for all of this year, you guys know, right? Through all of this here, through all of this section, all through here, you know, I was saying, get ready, right? Because the way my trading system works is I have the setup. This here was the setup. Then I have my confirmation candle to say we're getting ready. Now we're getting ready to move. And as you guys know, if you've been following me this year, you know that on this breakaway bar here, this one right here, I said, right now, confirmation has been confirmed. So my setup was here. The setup was saying, I need to keep a close eye on this because we could be getting a really good trade here. That's the setup. And then the confirmation candle, right? And as you know, like I called this live on YouTube and it's been one phenomenal trade, right? And it's still going right now. I'm still in it right now. And it's just a phenomenal process. Now, the thing is, guys, that this actually met my trading rules. My question to you guys is that what if we got another 10 trades like this year? How much is that costing you to actually not know the proper system, the proper setup, the proper entry candle, and also proper management to manage these trades? Because these trades here, it's just my system, right? These are what's called an A quality trade, and they come around, right? And my question to you is, if for you not knowing what an A quality setup is and how to identify it on the chart, you could possibly see it on the chart and go straight past and say there's nothing there because you don't know what you're looking for. So it's so important that you get a really good understanding of how to identify this. Again, the question is, if we got 10 trades like this year, how much are you losing just this year alone on not knowing exactly how much this is? My guess is at least 6 figures, right? What's it going to cost you over the next 10 years? Heck, the next 5 years, right? $500,000, again, 10 years, probably $1 million, right? That's how powerful this system is, because every day, guess what? I'm looking for trades just like gold, because on individual stocks, on the indices, on commodity prices. Guess what? It's the exact same thing, right? How much money are you losing? So if you do need some help, guys, click that second link in the description, go click on that, and let me coach you. Let me show you exactly how to spot this for yourself so you can trade these and not lose. Again, how much money you're losing from not knowing this whole process here. So, and again, the reason why I'm bringing that up here, guys, because I'm just showing you that there is so much money to be made from the markets if you know what to look for and you know how to identify these for yourself, right? And that's obviously what my whole coaching program is there for, is to show you, coach you for the rest of your life, because this system never changes. Bull market, bear market, crashes, whatever, right? This whole same system, this whole bullish trade here, flipped upside down, is my bearish trade. It's the same thing, but just flipped upside down. So when the market does start to crash, which by the way, I can't wait because you get so many good opportunities in a down market. So many people are worried about the bear market, by the way. So many people are, and before I actually get into the actual gold target, my short-term gold target, so many people are worried about the recession that's coming, right? And I think those who are worried about the recession coming don't know the stuff that I'm teaching here, right? Like, for example, how to spot a really good gold trade, this bullish trade, but also how to spot a really good trade when the market's going down. because there's so, as you know, when the market goes down, it goes down fast, which I love, right? Because there's so much more, you can make a lot more money because it goes down a lot quicker, especially when you start to do things like options and so on and so forth. So I know this might sound bad, but bring on the recession, bring on the crash, because as a person who's educated and prepared, oh my goodness, guys, preparation meets opportunity. And that's where people who are preparing themselves over a good 6 to 12 month period, and again, trades, that's what my whole coaching program is all about, is to get you ready, right? Get you ready so you can identify these trades yourself for the rest of your life, right? 10 years, 20 years, can you imagine that, guys? So anyway, it's just truly incredible. So anyway, so let me actually bring on this here. So let's actually walk you through the short-term target that I see with gold. And the really big thing that I'm seeing here, guys, when it comes to the gold price, is I like to use technical analysis for short-term analysis, okay? So short-term. And all we can do is we can look at things like, if I squeeze my charts up here on gold, golly, look at the gold trade. I'm telling you right now, oh, traders. I am just so grateful, guys, that I put this out on the public many months prior to the breakout, the day of the breakout candle. I'm so grateful that I did this live on YouTube, because my God, I'm hoping you guys can see from me actually doing this how confident I was to actually put it on YouTube, to show you that there are some simple processes and simple patterns that are very powerful that can produce a really good income and a really good move here. That's my whole goal of doing this here live on YouTube. And again, there's gonna be hundreds of more trades like this throughout your entire trading career on individual stocks, commodity prices, even some of the cryptocurrencies, right? Because it's the same thing. It's just, I absolutely love it. And that's where traders like trading, when you can start to not take a lot of trades, but take high quality trades like this, oh, game over, right? Game over. So one thing I like to do is I like to use a thing called a channel projected target. And so let me bring this chart up here. This is a weekly chart here, weekly chart of gold. And oh, guys, I'm just so, please take what I've been teaching you guys over the last couple of months, if you've been following me at least this year, of how I did gold, right? And hopefully, please take that as a bit of a sign that, oh my goodness, I don't need 1,000 indicators, right? Because how did I call gold? Really with one moving average, right? I normally just had one moving average on the chart. This weekly chart, I normally have this 24 moving average. And then the daily charts, I normally have a 52. And that's all I use, right? So I hope you can see, guys, that if you are, and again, I'm bringing this up here on this video because I'm really trying to show you that it doesn't have to be that complicated. I caught this powerful trade that's doing really well for me financially. It's an amazing trade, and for me and for my clients, because again, I do this live with my clients every single day, and that's what my coaching program is all about. That's second link in the description there. But the whole thing I'm trying to share with you, I'm trying to show you that if you have been struggling in your trading, if you have been not getting ahead in trading, I'm trying to share with you by me calling this live to show you that if we can stop just taking these maybe setups and wait for high quality setups like gold, it's game over, right? Because just 10 really good trades like gold for the entire year could do really, especially if you start to do things like options, they start to do like multiple 100% return. You start to do 10 or 20 grand a trade. Before you know it, it's like a 6-figure can be a low income for you. I hope you can see what I'm saying here, guys, right? So I'm hoping you can see the reason I'm bringing this up here, because I'm trying to, you don't need 1,000 trades throughout the year. You just need a real good couple of dozen really good high quality trades that can do potentially a big move, right? I'd rather have one good trade that have a big move and then 10 trades that have small moves. Make sense? Anyway, so let's actually go through here. So the channel projected target when it comes down to gold is this. So I like to find the big thing here that I'm seeing with gold is that this here was the channel here, okay? And so as you can see, we had this channel process here. And then we came down through here and we had this whole false breakout pattern. And then we ran back to the other side of the channel. And now we've actually just broken out. So let me take off the moving average from here. Oh, traders. It doesn't have to be that complicated, right? It doesn't have to be that complicated. We can just really simplify the process. Simplify the process with the market itself, and you can start to really gain a lot of legs there. One of the most hardest things for me when I first started trading was thinking that I needed to use indicators like an RSI or stochastic, and I realized from people who do multiple seven figures in profits a year, just how they actually do it and what are the main things to finding good setups, and then not only finding good setups, but how do I actually stay patient and have good trade management skills to maximize those profits. So the short-term analysis, guys, when it comes to gold is I like to see this here, okay? I like to see this here. And so what I do is I like to use what's called a channel projected target. So for gold, from a short-term perspective on gold, I can see we have this top up here, okay? And then we have this bottom down here. Make sense? So for me, if I project this to the upside, you can actually already see where I've actually got my line there. See how I've got that line there? So I've just identified the channel, and now we've got the breakout of the channel. I can see we're probably going to get up towards this level up here somewhere. And I've just got that around the, and then I've just called it an even number just slightly above it, which is the $2,500 level, okay? And that's where I believe gold is going to. Now, the bit of a caveat on that is that while gold is very, very, very strong here, and it's been, and I've always called gold is the greatest trade of 2024. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, right? Because there's going to be so many more trades just like gold that's going to appear, even on individual stocks, that's going to appear just like that. And as you can see, traders, right? I don't really care about PE ratios or fundamental analysis or all this, or all that sort of stuff. I don't care. Like, I don't even understand it. All I do know is gold gave me a really good trade on the chart. The end. But John, what about the dollar? Don't care. What about Fed? Don't care. And as you can see, right, if we just focus on high quality setups and forget everything else, keep it simple, you can do really well. So my short-term target there, guys, is the 2,500 level. Now the big issue here is how does this actually go? So, and what I mean by that is, let me actually see, let's actually start to sync all these, and I'll sync this target, this here as well too, right? This is the weekly chart I was looking at here. And so let's actually go to the daily charts now, okay? So we're focusing on the daily charts now. And as you can see, that was the breakout there. And then that's obviously the target up there. Now, how does this go? So one of the big reasons why I've used a bit more of a, what I call like an advanced style of, I've actually got two up there. Let me see that there. Okay, cool. So one thing that I've actually used an advanced style of trade management, this one here, especially with my clients, because the clients that are with me every day that are with this, that saw me get into this, I'm showing them how to use this really good trade management technique to make sure I'm staying in trades and which allows me to not get out too early. Because as you know, sometimes you can get in a really good trade. The first part of that is, how do you actually even know you're in a really good trade? And that's what I actually teach you, right? I teach you how to find, like, this is actually a really good trade that has the potential of having a big move. So therefore, I need to start to apply some really good trade management techniques. It's very hard for me to talk about, like, teach you exactly step by step exactly that, because you've got to understand the full picture. It's a bit more advanced. And again, that's the reason why I'm with my traders every day, so I can actually not only trade, but actually teach them this sort of stuff for when you're in really good trades, how to have a bit more of an advanced style of trade management so you're not getting out too quickly. So for example, if on this gold trade here, if people got into this trade and they started seeing this sort of stuff here, they may have gotten out too early here. But my trade management, not only did we get in on the breakout here and write it up, but my trade management techniques that I use, which really allows me to see what's really going on with these markets. Is this the end of the move, or is this just a pause before we continue up? It's a big, big, big difference, right? It's powerful trade selection. And then I've been teaching especially with this trade here, I've been teaching my clients lately, how do I actually use some really good advanced, but also simple as well too, once you understand it, advanced but also simple sort of trade management techniques that allows me to say, okay, then is this the end of the move before we have it? Should I be out now because it's going to have a move down, or is this just a pause before we go for another move up? And so I've been using an advanced style of management to tell my traders, I'm staying in this now because this has a high probability of having another move up now, and it's not going to come down. And then now we actually had this very, very, very strong move to the upside. So that's the reason why, like with my personal coaching, not only am I showing the trades, but there are some trades just like this that I need to apply a bit more of an advanced style of a trade management to make sure that I'm not getting out too early, because you guys know, right? Sometimes you can get into a trade and you get out for a nice profit. Like gold was actually a nice profit a week ago, right? But the trading setup and my trading experience, and not only how to identify these setups, but also identify what's happening on the markets. I was helping my traders through this by helping them to stay calm, and to use some really good trade management techniques to say this is probably a pause before another leg up. And I even been doing some of those videos on YouTube, right, by saying the second leg coming, so on and so forth, because the market was telling me. And as you can see, traders, right, this is the power of what I do. Everything that I'm doing right now is what? It's just from the actual chart itself. No indicator can tell you that this is likely to just the pause. This pause right now is just the pause before we see another leg up. No indicator can tell you that, right? Not a stochastic or RSI. It's really understanding how to read the markets and also the candles on the charts. And when you start to put them together as a picture, you start to see, oh, this is what's happening here right now, right? And so therefore, that's the reason why it's really, really, really important to get some to be able to see that. So on the short-term analysis there, guys, I can see that that's what's happening here. Now on a short-term analysis, this is what I see here. Now, how's this going to happen? Is this going to happen where we just simply have a rocket ship to the upside through here, and back up through there? Is that what's going to happen? Now that's what could happen, right? Now, but it also may not as well too, right? What also may it do? It may go up a little bit more, and then it may have a big pullback, and then we may go something like that, right? Up to 2,500, and then possibly, and now that's, remember traders, this is the target here. A lot of the times it blows straight past that and just keeps going depending on the momentum of the move here, right? So that's the reason why getting in at the start of this big move was always the case. And that's the big power of what I teach, is I teach people how to identify the setup. Oh my goodness, guys, something big's coming, get ready. And then bam, how to identify the exact candle before it actually moves, right? So the setup keeps you alert, and then bam, here's the candle. Right, now we're getting ready to break, all right? And that's why it's so like precise, right? It's you building and building and building, and the precise entry point. So that's where like we may even head up to 3,000. I know this sounds pretty crazy, but that's why these trades, when they do come around, and that's why it's so important to know how to identify them, because if this does happen here, guys, that's got to be, like, I'm in an option trade on this one here right now. That's got to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of percent in return, depending on the volatility. This could be 500 to 1,000% return by the time this finishes, depending on the volatility of the move. Again, traders, how much money are you losing on the table from not knowing how to identify this? Because guess what? On individual stocks, individual markets, even some of the foreign exchange markets, commodity prices, it's all the same thing. So there are going to be trades like this that do come around again. The question is, are you going to know how to identify it? Because if you think about it, right, a $10,000 trade that does 500% return with an option, that's $50,000, right? $50,000. So it's so powerful once you really know how to grasp this for yourself there. So that's what I'm seeing through there when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to the long-term stuff there with traders, I believe gold's going to be coming back into having some sort of backing of the digital currency. So I really truly believe that, gold could be 10,000 plus, in the next 10 years. Obviously, it's going to swing up and down from there, but I believe we're going to see a 10,000 plus gold, because I believe gold is going to come back into, we may go through a digital currency, but I believe history gives us 100% certainty we're going to go back to some real money again. Right now, we're going back to soft money. And now I believe we're going to go back to hard money over the next 10 years as the recession happens and the Great Depression happens and the big defaults and the Great Reset and all that sort of stuff that's going to happen over the next 10 years. I truly believe that we're going to have gold probably a lot higher through. I think a lot of people thinking that that Bitcoin is going to be part of that. I can't use history off that, right? History over the last 500 years says that gold has always been that. So I only can rely on that. For people that are saying cryptocurrency is going to be that new currency in town that everyone's going to rely on as Bitcoin, as everyone relies on it. You hear my voice, right? I don't know, right? But if I'm going to go, I need to have some sort of, I need to be able to look back over time to see what's likely to happen moving forward, right? And the further you look back, the further you can look forward. And so therefore, the last 500 years, it's always been the gold that's always been, it's always been gold that comes in when we start to go back to real money again. It's always been gold from there. So let me know what you think about the actual targets on gold there, guys. I'd love to see what you think about where we're likely to go on gold. But from an actual, that's from an investment point of view. Obviously, when it comes to those big targets there, 10,000, maybe even 20,000, they're just big numbers there. But from an actual trading perspective, actually trading the markets to make it actually make money this year, gold has been absolutely phenomenal. One thing I do want to share with you guys is obviously silver, right? So silver has obviously been a big thing as well too. And let me actually bring up this weekly chart here. So this is the weekly chart. And what I want to do is I want to share this with you here because I think silver is getting ready to have some big moves as well too, right? Silver's getting ready for a big breakout, I believe. And when it does, then I truly believe we're getting ready for a really big breakout with silver. But now traders, on the back of what I just said there, I'm not saying silver is setting up for a trade for me, okay? I'm looking at the charts right now. Gold for me, traders, again, you've been following me for this year, gold for me was an actual trading opportunity. It was a trading setup that met my trading rules, right? Right now, as I speak, silver is not setting up for my trading rules. Not yet right now. Over the next couple of weeks, it may set up and I may get a trading opportunity, right? So I'm just being very clear here that right now, as I speak, silver is not an actual trade setup for me. So if people say, oh my goodness, John said it's going to break out just like gold, I better get in now because he was right about gold. All right, I'm putting that caveat there, right? I'm not actually an actual trading opportunity, guys. And if I look at this here, right, I would need to see on silver for me to have any sort of rhyme or reason. Let me bring on the 52. There we go. Yep. So I would need to see silver do something like this. What did gold do before the breakout? It went what? It did this, right? It went sideways, didn't it? See how that's what gold did, didn't it? Before the breakout. Well, guess what I need? I need something like this. And then I need the 52 to potentially start to come up through there. Or should I say, let's just say that's the 52 coming up through there. This is something I need to see for me to have a trade opportunity in silver. So what I'm about to say here right now when it comes to breakout is me just looking at the markets and seeing what's happening here. Okay, there's a big difference for me seeing something in the market and having an actual proper trading setup. Because guess what, traders? When my trades, when I have like an A quality setup like gold, literally most of them have a really nice move. So why would I want to trade anything else that I think may happen, which is probably not going to happen, which is probably going to lose me money? Make sense? So just that disciplined side of it, of not actually trading this other crap here. So. But that's the daily charts there, guys. And I'm just trying to share with you what I'm looking for on the daily charts there. But again, we would need, on silver, we would need at least another good couple of weeks, I would say. Maybe another week or so of sideways movement before we get the actual breakout there. Now, looking at the actual silver price, right? The actual silver price, I'm looking at this from a projector point of view. And one thing I do notice is just all of this sideways movement through here. Right, this sideways movement through here is what's like an energy field, right? It's like building a lot of energy. So I truly believe that when we start to get a breakout, we could even see a breakout to, well, the next resistance level on silver is up through there somewhere. It's at 34, 36, possibly even up through there somewhere, maybe even a bit lower. But that's the short-term target from there. If we're using a 1-to-1 projection, meaning that was the big move from there to there, as you can see, and then you project that out from there to there, from the bottom to the top, as you can see, it's actually roughly around that price as well too. So that's where silver actually may go to once it actually really starts to break out from there. If I bring up now, let's actually go to here. Let's actually sync in layout. Right, so that's actually that's that point up through there, isn't it? So which is actually still a quite nice move when you like. It doesn't look like a big move, does it? From here, that's that line through there. So this is where it is right now, and this is the weekly chart over here. So let's actually just remove that because that's roughly where it's likely to go to 34, 36. So it doesn't look like a big move on the weekly chart, does it? It's like, oh, that's actually not a big move. But if you actually really look at it from an actual point of view, oh, by the way, traders, this actually looks exactly like gold, doesn't it? Because remember gold, right? If you look at gold, what did gold do? Gold did what? See that there? Massive resistance level for a while. Then when we started to break out, it started to have a big move. What's silver doing right now? I just noticed that. Oh. So for you guys that are still watching, for you guys that stayed through my chitter chatter on success in trading and all that sort of stuff, I'm pretty sure that you guys may have just gotten a gift. Yeah, look at that. So you guys just may have gotten a gift, guys. See, it looks this whole thing here looks very, very similar to the gold chart, right? Before the gold actually broke out. So for you guys that are still watching right now, give me a silver hell yeah in the comment section below. Because most people wouldn't have stuck through my whole chitter chatter about, success in trading and setups and all that sort of stuff. But if you did stick with me, I think you guys actually got this pretty good golden nugget here. The reason why is, again, look at this massive resistance level through here. I just noticed that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited now. You know what? You guys may have just gotten the first sign of maybe my next potential big move. Again, we're not there yet. But if silver can do something like this through here, and then get some sort of strong breakout like that, that would be perfect for me to get something like this. Again, traders, because it's my trading rules, not because I think it's going to break out like that. Now, if we got a breakout like right now, it wouldn't be a trade for me. And yes, it may do something like that, but it's still not a trade for me, right? Because again, based off my actual trading rules. But looking at this level through here now, looking at it how it's all squeezed up. Wow. That actually looks pretty powerful. Yeah, we've got a little bit of short-term resistance up there. So if it does break, we've got a little short-term resistance around 28. But once it actually does start to break through there, then we have quite a nice move to the upside. But just looking at that through there and just identifying what's been happening through there. And also you can actually see that's probably had some sort of a triangle pattern happening right now on that level there. I'm geeking out right now, guys. I'm geeking out. See, happy Easter, traders. Happy Easter. For you guys that are stuck around anyway. For you guys that didn't, they're missing out. So anyway, traders, that's what I'm seeing right now when it comes to the good old gold market and also silver market as well too. I hope you can see, traders, that to finish off this video, that as you can see, I'm just analyzing the charts. And I think a lot of the times when we actually get into trading, we always think that it has to be more complicated, and it's not your fault, right? If you're down that path, it's not your fault, because when getting into the market, we don't know what we don't know, right? We actually don't know what to focus on. We think it's is it all the indicators? Is it, and then we can go down these really funky dunky option strategies, which are 99% of them are completely useless and are not going to be good for you long term. Right? So anyway, traders, that is it from me today. Happy Easter, everyone, and I'll speak to you real soon.